Hi, Chef Rick here at Chef Tips UK. Today we're going to be doing a crumble. Apple, rhubarb, crumble. I mean, it's British, it's summer, and the weather's been really good the last few weeks in England. So, let's get cracking. Right, so I've got some nice fresh rhubarb from my missus's garden. I've got a couple of apples, some sugar and some butter. So all I'm going to use to make the mixture. So all I'm going to do, except my rhubarb, I've already washed it. I've just chopped it into little pieces so I can get it in the tub to bring over. And I'm just going to sort of roughly chop it. I don't need it to be too big. It don't need to be unison. It's going to break down and stuff. So I'm just going to start chopping that. Right, so we've chopped all that up now. Just going to drop it back in that tub for now. So I've just got a medium-ish sized saucepan here, and I'm just going to have it on sort of a medium-ish heat. I'm going to leave that to warm up for a bit. I'm going to just chuck some couple of knobs of butter in there, and then I'm going to start doing the apples. Now I'm leaving the skin on these apples because the skin contains a lot of flavour, so you don't really want to be getting rid of that. And I'm just going to literally just go around the apple and I'm just going to chop it, and as soon as I've chopped it I'm going to get it in that butter. These are just going to break down, so it don't really matter, it doesn't have to be perfectly sliced. You know, I'm just really roughly chopping these. Probably the worst I've ever seen an apple cut for a good while. I'm going to start adding a bit of sugar in there, just a little bit of caster sugar, and I kind of want that to caramelise a little bit, give it a really nice sort of caramelised flavour. What you should do is get yourself a nice little bowl, just chuck these in, but I haven't got one, so I'm just going to grab one quickly. It's a really handy tip actually, like if you're cooking, like no matter what you're doing, just get yourself a little food waste bowl, just so you're like sort of keeping your area clean. We've got them going in there. Got these apples cooking away nicely. I'm going to just add a little bit more sugar to them. I want to be nice and sweet, because the rhubarb tends to be quite sour. I'm going to leave them to cook out for a bit. Right, so this has been cooking away for about 5 minutes now. It's starting to go really caramelly. Started taking on a bit of a darker colour in that. Just what we want. And we're just going to chuck that rhubarb in there. Give it a stir. Right, so now we'll give that a little bit of a stir. What we're going to do is just going to turn that down to like a medium to low heat, and we're just going to leave them to stew down. That should, I think, about maybe 10-15 minutes or something, just stewing down nicely like that, you know. Should have a lot of moisture come out of the rhubarb, so we shouldn't need to add much more to it. But whilst that's doing, we're going to make the crumble topping. Right, so I've got myself a nice bowl here. It's really important that your bowl's cold. So if you've got a warm bowl, it's going to warm the butter up. Another trick, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rinse my hands under the cold water tap, just for a couple of seconds. About 10-15 seconds, your hands will go really cold. And then I'm just going to dry them off. Now what that's going to do is just help cool your hands down a little bit, especially on a day like today. It's red hot today, really humid. Right, so got my bowl, I've got 120 grams of plain flour in. Then I've got 60 grams of butter that I've diced up and just kept in the fridge waiting. Really important that your butter's cold. So I'm just going to whack that in there, and then I'm going to start just crumbing it up. Rub it through your fingers. just like this. I don't know if you can see any good there. But all we're doing is just, you know, you can sort of just roll it round in your fingers like that, and then just at the tips of your fingers, just sort of rubbing it together. Right, so we've been working these crumbs for a good couple of minutes now. As you can see, we're almost there. Just a little bit longer to go. And the crumble mixture is looking really nice. It's stewed down lovely. I've not tried it yet, so I don't know what it's like, but we're going to give it a little try. Season it. So, as you can see, this crumble mixture now, it's sort of like resembling breadcrumbs. Just going to keep working it a little bit longer. I'm going to add the sugar in. I'm using DEMERARA. I think DEMERARA gives it a much better texture. And there's just 60 grams of sugar going in there. 60 grams of DEMERARA sugar. We carry on working it. And then I've just got a little bit set aside just to sprinkle over the top before the crumble goes in the oven. And that is the crumble topping done. Lovely, crumb-like, beautiful. Proper easy, proper simple. Right, so this mixture, I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the crumble topping, it's been stewing away really nicely. It's got a lovely, dark, rich colour to it. And some of the bits, some of the fruit still kept a bit of shape, which we like, a bit of texture in there. So I'm just going to get a spoon in there and just sample just a little bit. I'm going to blow on it first so I don't burn my mouth off. I think I need a bit more. That was tasting quite nice though. Pinch more sugar in that, and that'll be spot on, that will. Right, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more caster sugar into that. Just to season it a little bit more. And then I'm going to give it another try. Just blow on it because it can be quite hot. Yeah. Oh, that is spot on. Someone's going to be happy when you make them a crumble like this. So I'm just going to turn this off the heat now. Leave it on the side. Oh, I did forget to mention, I've preheated the oven. I've got it on about gas mark 8, gas mark 9. Because the mixture's going to be going in hot, we just literally want to cook the crumble top in. Because this is already cooked, stewed down. We're just going to pour that in the dish there. And this is probably enough for, you know, 2 people. Depending on how much you like crumble. Personally, this would be a single portion for me, because I love crumble. So we're just going to lay it on there. And then we're going to just, that crumble topping, just going to sprinkle on the top. Now, I like a really generous amount of crumble topping on my crumble, just because I'm a bit like that. So we want to really get all that on there and sort of just loosely just pat it around. Try not to sort of play with it too much. We're just going to dust them little bits in so it looks nice and neat. We're going to finish with a good sprinkling of Demerara sugar. Just get it up high, it don't matter if it goes everywhere. Get it up high nicely, boom. And that's ready to go in the oven. Probably for about 15-20 minutes. It won't take very long at all. Proper easy dessert that. Anyone can make that. Really simple. I mean, and that's what we're doing on this channel. Simple, good food. So I'm going to bang that in. And we'll see what it's like. Right, so our crumble's been in the oven for 20 minutes now. I'm just going to take that out. And boom, turn the oven off. Look at that, just looks lovely. Still like to bubbled up a bit out around the outside and that, but top's nice and crispy. Look at that. Right, so I've got myself a bowl here. Just got myself a little fish slice, and I'm just gonna, should have probably just got a spoon in tucked in. Like, this is literally all mine. I'm just gonna, look at that. Not the neatest looking dessert ever, but that is a lovely bit of crumble there. Got that onto the side. Right, so there you got it. Apple and rhubarb crumble. As simple as that, proper easy, don't take long to make. Bang, and you can sort of make that up, you know, in advance, keep it in the fridge and just bang it in the oven, just a bit lower in that. So yeah, leave this page a like, give us a comment, what you want to see me cook next. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and until next time, keep on chefing.